Oh, yeah. Okay. Short and sweet.
All right.
Wow. Let me fix that. It's a little... This is the OCD kicking in, man. And we don't want the people to see the serial number. That's bad.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to...
Because I scratched it off. I stole it.
Oh, man, I'm out of breath. Yeah.
From what? Just dancing. Yes. I always forget.
Just dancing, man.
Because I zone out.
Yeah.
I'm like in a trance.
Okay, yeah.
When I hear the music, I'm not...
I was a little worried for you because I was like, I don't know.
My eyes rolling in the back of my head and everything. Yeah. It's just what happens.
I was like, I don't know what's
because I hear a good song. Because sometimes I'll like get down.
Yeah.
It's like fresh as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are like, "Whoa, you're such a good dancer." And I wish I could take credit for it.
Yeah.
But that's just God speaking through me.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not there anymore, and God is making my body move the way it moves, and I'm just a vessel at that point. I'm just serving Him through funky music.
Is it God or is it a demon?
The eyes thing?
Yeah.
I would like to think God.
Yeah. Looks.
Or do you think that it's so fresh? Like that's not even.
It's probably satanic, man.
That's kind of a compliment, though. Like you dance so good, Satan has to be involved.
Yeah.
Because if I was like playing a harp or whatever, you'd be like, of course, that's God speaking through it. But if I'm like, and like twisting and shit.
Yeah, I feel like any form of like supernatural phenomenon that has to like take over has to be good and not good, but like it's impressive. You know?
I mean, first things first, I want to shout out John
Shout out
Deere.
to our sponsor.
Our sponsor, John. I don't know if you could hear them, but John Deere is back in full force.
And they're dropping a lot of
heat.
Yeah.
A lot of money and a lot of heat. They go, look, we want to be loud this podcast.
Yeah.
And I go, you better.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some coin. If there's any Witcher watchers out there. Coin.
So, because
I need some coin. I love his voice in that. I watched like 3 episodes. Oh my God. It's like the guy's in here.
Well, I mean, they're paying us to do this,
Quite a bit of money, yeah.
So shout out to our sponsor, John Deere.
John Deere.
Well, they knew, because we were like, yo, we're going video.
And they go, fuck, we don't want to miss this boat.
And we were like...
It's like Adidas and Yeezys.
Yeah.
They go, look, Nike fucked you. Yeah. We'll treat you right.
Yeah. And we needed, we're like, look, we're going to upgrade our equipment. We got to get in the lights, because last time we used one light and
we have 2 lights, guys. I don't know if you could tell, but this is a 2-light production.
Yeah. And then, we had to get a 4K camera.
4K.
We're not uploading in 4K, but
we have the capability.
It goes.
Look,
4K.
We're doing 1080p right now.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go. Maybe we'll... Because like last time we gave you 1 light.
Yeah.
And now we're breaking you off 2 lights.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll break you off 4K next time.
It can happen. And then on top of that, we got to get like powerful computers.
To
like edit 4K.
Because this is some powerful... It's a lot of data.
Yeah. They're big file sizes.
I got this new laptop, at the Mac store.
Yeah.
And I just love that whole operation where... It's like they trick you into not thinking you're spending money by not having registers and shit. And they're like your boys. They're like, hey, what's up? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
All right, well, this has more capability and power. Do you want space gray? Or you're like, yeah, I'll do space gray. And they go, all right. And they just take their phone out.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a register.
Yeah.
And go, boop. All right, yeah. Do you want me to print the receipt or email? You're like, email it. So there's like no exchange of anything.
Yeah.
So you just have no idea you dropped 4K.
Yeah.
And you just think they're your friend?
Exactly.
And like, you wiped out my bank account in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's the greatest grift.
Yeah.
Yeah. No registers, no... It's really brilliant.
Yeah. I haven't been to the Apple Store in a long time.
They probably thought I was a crazy person just leaning to the side. But no, I have a coffee on the floor, guys.
But we can't say who.
But they know.
Oh.
It's Coffee Bean.
But... Dude,
oh, fuck. Is that free sponsorship?
Free sponsorship, man.
I mean, it's John Deere coffee.
Yeah, but anyways, back to what we were doing before we hit record. We were dancing.
Yes, before Satan took over. Or no, we don't know. The jury's out. It could have been God. It could have been.
It could be divine, or it could be satanic.
Maybe it could have been half and half too.
Yeah, maybe
like the first half was divine, and then
and then
the devil was like, "Let me get on."
Maybe they're having a fight within your body was the vessel, or the grounds of their warfare. Because they're like, "We're trying to take Fahim," and like, "We're trying to take Fahim."
My body just happens to be where the conflict was taking place,
and that's why those moves were.
Dude, like we got to hit the camera, we got to hit record because they're always missing it.
They are.
We always jump in.
We don't even record. I mean, because before we were recording just audio, and it would have just been us out of breath.
Yeah,
it would have been like body movement sounds and us like breathing heavily. But now that we have video,
maybe next time we'll tape the thing. All right, that song was called "Make It Happen" by Forever and Just John. And I like that song because it's very simple. It's very 90s. It's like reminiscent of 90s, very simple backbeat.
I felt that.
You felt it. Here's what I'm thinking. For YouTube, I don't know if I'll play the songs.
Okay.
Why am I putting the phone on the floor? I got to put the coffee on the floor.
You know what I should do? I should vibrate my phone. So
what's it on? Loud?
Yeah. So my Downton Abbey ringtone doesn't go off.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. My ringtone's from the Downton Abbey theme song. I love that show.
Yeah. Yeah. So the music, I don't know if I'll put it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Just because it'll always get flagged.
That's true.
And then they'll put ads on it. And I'm barely using any of the song.
Yeah.
And I don't need it to get flagged on YouTube. So I'll keep it for the podcast because
for the
they're
audio?
much looser.
Yeah.
No one's flagging music on podcasts really.
That's
especially
true.
like subterranean stuff I'm playing.
Yeah.
So YouTube, I don't need it. It'll just be pure this.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'll keep it for the podcast purists. The songs will be there.
Okay.
And then also it'll be on the Spotify, the Fahim Anwar Dance Hour
playlist.
Spotify playlist.
Yeah, because that's getting curated every
week.
week.
Every week. 2 songs.
You know what I thought? A suggestion, an idea. You have great musical suggestions every week.
Thank you.
I was wondering maybe if I could tag in at the end, give a film reference. Like,
what do you mean?
Like at the end, it's like, oh, this is our outro song, and this is a movie you should watch for the week.
Whoa!
Like,
so it could be a music and dance thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's more musical, but just like a little,
or a music and film thing.
Because we have our Jabroni of the week.
We do,
but it could be the film of the week.
Ooh,
yeah.
What if I'm like, we'll talk about it when the camera's off? Like, I don't like this encroachment whatsoever.
We could discuss this, or you could.
Ollie, why did you blindside me with this?
Because this is how business is done. In front of the thousands.
I go, you know what we'll talk about? And you see the camera just cut, and then this is all torn, our hair's all messy. And we're like, Ollie and I have come to an agreement. Like, what did we miss? People learn just I have a temper that I never let on.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't know this temper.
Like when you say that I'm dancing, I'm actually just going berserk.
Ah, okay, that's the rage coming out. Yeah.
No, I'll allow it. Yeah, I'm for it.
Thank you.
I'll allow it.
I was so nervous coming in. But okay.
Well, wait. I kind of want to know what it is, but I'll wait till the end, and then that'll be when you tell people what to catch, right? Or no? When do you want to do it?
Whenever you want to do it. We could do it at the end.
Interesting.
Because it gives them more incentive to listen to the full episode.
But you know what? But what if I want to discuss it?
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't leave a lot of time to discuss.
That's true. I don't know.
Just drop it whenever. Well, now it's just too much expectation.
Yeah.
I got to know now.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I don't have a film in mind. Okay.
Okay, so you pitch this idea. you pitch this idea and you don't even have one in the hopper?
I do. I've been campaigning this film on Twitter for the last...
Oh, was it that French one?
Yes. It's called Les Miserables. And it's not the musical.
Right.
It's
about like police brutality in France?
Yeah. And it's done really well. So when I was in Paris, I was hanging out with all these like local and they wouldn't even consider themselves Parisians because they live right outside the city, and they're very, very particular about who's Parisian and who's not.
And weren't they saying, where we talked about on one of the podcasts, that they find people who live in proper Paris to be snobby, and they're like, we don't identify as
and
that.
The people, so they were like, so anyways, these French locals, one of the girls I was hanging out with goes to this film school, and the creator or the guy who started that film school directed this film. So they were all like, oh, you have to watch this film, and it was in all the theaters in Paris at the time. And I was like, oh, I would love to watch it, but they're not going to put English subtitles in France, because why would they do that? But I still looked up to see if there was a theater that did that, and I finally watched it here in the States a couple weeks ago. And it's like Do the Right Thing on steroids, but French. And that's why...
Does it have an element of humor, or is it more dramatic, Do the Right Thing?
Dramatic.
Because I saw the trailer, because you posted it on Twitter.
Yes. Dramatic. Yeah. Very dramatic. Yeah.
So definitely recommend it?
I would recommend it. That would be my film.
It's playing here in LA?
It's playing here in LA. It's not playing...
what if people want to see it outside of LA? Is it playing or no?
No, it's unless you're in France, maybe in Canada. I know it's not playing in Paris, in London. It's not playing in London, so if you have any London listeners, but Amazon did pick up the distribution. So
it'll be on there eventually?
It'll be on, like, in the next 2 months, it'll be on Amazon Prime. So you can expect it around, like, March, latest.
And what's the name of it again?
Les Miserables, and it's not the musical or it's a reference to that, because apparently it's either Victor Hugo wrote it in the city where this whole story takes place. That's where he wrote Les Miserables, or there's apparently a revolution. Not apparently, there's a revolution in the book Les Miserables. I'm butchering the pronunciation. I'm gonna go fuck the French.
Sure. Whoa! Well, I was agreeing with you until you said fuck the French.
I actually,
dude,
I
it was
love
cool
French.
when you were just shitting on American cities.
Yeah.
And states.
Yeah, but once
now you're
international,
like, you're global shitting, and that's a problem.
I like France. I just don't care about their language.
Yeah, whoa! Why don't you like the language?
Because it's so hard, man. I took 3 years.
No, it's the language of love.
I took 2 years of French in high school.
Dude, in high school, I like how there's always that one kid who chooses to do Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Like, at least choose a language that you might encounter in your life.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, I could see the utility of Spanish or even French.
Yeah.
You know, these are some global languages.
Yeah,
But some guys like, no, I want to learn Japanese. Like, they're really into Dragon Ball Z.
We call those weebos, or is that what they're called? No, weebos are weebos. They're like into like anime, Japanese culture to like a fandom type level where you walk in the room and it's like Dragon Ball Z posters,
like figurines and stuff.
Yeah, like Naruto and all that shit. You know, so I had a friend, this Afghan girl in college. She took Japanese. And then she would just be like,
I feel like you could take it, you know, but like you really got to go out of your way to utilize
and
that.
She was like,
whereas if you take Spanish, I think there are several instances in your life where it'll come in handy, or you know what I mean, especially living in LA, or there's just way more Spanish speakers than Japanese speakers.
Oh yeah,
look, there's nothing against it, but I just feel like in terms of mileage you're gonna get out of the language. Yeah. You get a little more out of
Unless
Spanish.
They're like a super anime. Again, if they're in that weebo anime world where they want to watch the animes in the original language without subtitles or it being dubbed.
But honestly, even if you take a foreign language class, you don't retain anything.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone here in the States takes 2 years of a language and then immediately after purges it.
Yeah. I took a year of Arabic in college, and I took a year of French, or 2 years in French in high school. I don't know either. Can't speak.
Oh yeah, I took Spanish, 2 years of Spanish, and we had this. I barely remember anything. I just remember we had different units. You know, like 1 week it was like haggling. Yeah. So you had all these catchphrases and stuff for like how to like negotiate. Yeah, how to haggle. And then one of the ones I had was like, "Es un verdadero robo," which is that's highway robbery. So that's funny. I know how to say that.
Damn, no, I don't remember anything from any of the languages I took. I can't even. No, I think in Arabic, I cheated both years or in both languages, so I would have people do my French homework, and I had my friends do my Arabic homework. But yeah,
that's cool that we got you on video.
You know what's weird?
What if the whole time I've just been lulling you into this false sense of security? I'm like, yeah, come do a podcast with me, and even the 56 or 7 that we've done,
the school
was all for this one moment for you to let your guard down and say like, you know, I had my friends cheat for me, and
oh shit, they're coming in. I gotta go out the window.
Just your teachers just SWAT style. Like, I knew it. Just way too much money to bust you for something no one cares about.
In high school, did you have different kind of high school diplomas? There's like the basic degree and the advanced degree. So it's like if you took like the AP classes, you get like a high school advanced degree, whatever.
Nah, I think they're all boilerplate. It was all pretty much the same. But there were different things you could take. There was AP. I did this thing called Running Start, where it's like half high school classes, half college classes. Yeah. And I think I did that a lot more. You could like divvy it up differently. My junior year, I didn't do that much. I did like maybe one college class and then the rest in high school. And then senior year, I did like half and half.
Yeah. I only bring this up given that our audience is not high school listeners. Our demographic is not. No, unfortunately, they're all like millennials, man. We got a good millennial audience.
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
You're just assuming?
Yeah. I'm assuming people in their mid-20s to like mid-30s are listening.
No, like we have a big TikTok contingency.
Yeah, we got like 16
people are doing a bunch of like Fahim Anwar TikTok challenges. I've been looking, we're trending.
They'll take like a soundbite and do like a dance to it, you know?
Just a mundane thing that I'm talking about foreign language, and they're like, now it's your turn, and they call out people.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So if anyone is in high school, I don't know where this is going. How's you're going to DC this week?
Oh
man?
yeah, DC Improv.
So
I'll be there.
A couple days.
Yeah. So I'm there the 23rd to the 26th.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Oh, this is dropping tomorrow. So yeah, you'll see this, and then I guess maybe the next day I'm going a day early because weather can be bad, so they want me in a day early.
That's true. That's true.
So I'll be there 23rd, 26th, doing headlining shows at the DC Improv.
That's exciting.
I'm never really out there. I heard it's a great club. Like every comedian that I talk to, I'm like, they're like, because we'll be like, oh, what are you up to? Where are you this weekend?
Yeah.
The comedy clubs are sort of like just the hub before everyone pops out for the weekend.
Yeah.
So that's why if anyone's in town and wants to go to the Comedy Store or these clubs, usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and like Thursday, I guess, but more so Tuesday and Wednesday are where you're going to see a lot of great comedians because they happen to be in town. The weekend is when everyone goes to play the clubs
shows,
across wherever to make money.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
That's just when shows are the weekend. So LA and New York, I guess, like the best time is just middle of the week because everyone's in town.
Yeah.
That's a little pro tip, guys.
Cool.
So when we're at the clubs, they're like, yo, where are you going to be next week? I'm like, oh, I'm DC. And they're like, oh, you're going to love that club. Like everyone's been telling me I'm going to love it there.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said they're like, DC's like San Francisco where they don't get offended. I thought that's pretty cool.
I guess so.
Because they're intelligent, you know, like they're well educated.
Yeah.
But I think they're close enough to both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
Where they can just like see context and they're not just immediately.
Yeah, yeah. You're not going to get like extreme.
Because I've done San Francisco and it was fun for me when I did it.
Yeah.
I happened to avoid the super offended thing, you know? Like there was really none of that when I was doing it. Maybe that's just me having my fans out there.
Yeah. I feel like you could push DC. DC, you got a big audience out there. Like
we'll see. Because like, you know, for the longest time, even like Afghan wedding days and shit, when it was just like purely, people were like, when are you coming to DC?
Yeah, yeah.
And this is like so many years later. I've just never, I'm not going to go out there unless an opportunity lined up. Like I'm not going to go out of my way to go to DC.
Yeah, that's true.
But the DC Improv, you know, want to be there. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
I've sent word. I've sent the
You
smoke
blasted it
signal.
out, yeah.
Smoke
Well, I'm already getting
signals to
some
the
people
avenues.
commenting on photos and stuff. Like, I already got my tickets for Sunday and Saturday, and
That's exciting.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How'd the weekend go for you, man? The 3-day
did
Martin
go?
Luther King
Oh yeah,
weekend.
today's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Never forget.
Never forget. MLK.
Can we use that for MLK as well, or is that just for 9/11?
You know, I think
Can you double dip on? You know, I'm watching this Roger Stone documentary on Netflix. I
Roger
fell asleep.
Stone. He's the Pink
I am Roger
Floyd?
Stone or Get Me Roger Stone.
He's Pink Floyd, right?
No, he's the political villain guy or whatever. He has the Nixon tattoo on his back. You don't know Roger Stone?
Was he the
Come
guy
on, you're
that
a
got?
political guy? You should know.
Is he the guy that got like rounded up and arrested?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't got that far in the documentary yet. I don't know if that's in there.
Spoiler
I
alert.
think it's called Get Me Roger Stone. Whatever. It's on
Okay.
Netflix, but he's just like a savvy political guy. And
I'll look this up.
yeah, you would know. I think if
Maybe I just need to see
he
if
has white hair now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Where was I going with
So
this?
Roger Stone, what's this guy doing?
He's like a behind the scenes pulling strings. Just knows how to help political campaigns get
Yeah,
people
yeah,
elected
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
He was behind.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did get
okay.
arrested.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh, he did recently.
Like they
But isn't
had
it one of those things where he'll get arrested and then he'll get pardoned, so it's not even a real thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Like he worked on Nixon's campaign, he worked on
Yeah.
Reagan's campaign, he worked on.
Yeah, and he got arrested for Trump's thing. It wasn't recent within like the couple of weeks. It was like months, like almost a year ago or so. He got like rounded up.
So they're showing all this old footage of
him in the
or
his
just
prime.
campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have Reagan delivering a speech, and he's like, "We're gonna make America great again." So it's like they're just rehashing this shit.
Yeah,
Enough time has passed where it sounds original.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering, can we do that with Never Forget? Like, can we double?
yeah. I mean, you know, the whole Gen Z and like the kids that are
They don't know Never Forget.
they'll never
They have forgotten.
Yeah, they've forgotten. I was thinking Roger Waters. He's from Pink Floyd.
Yes. Doesn't he do the pedal and then the inflatable pig flies out? Or is that from a Simpsons episode?
I'm sure they do both.
Yeah.
Or
'Cause the Simpsons wouldn't animate it if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Apu not being voiced anymore? That's
Does
a new
anyone
thing.
still watch The Simpsons?
You know what's so interesting too? Like I grew up on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I always cite it as one of my major comedic influences as well.
Yeah.
Because people will say, like, "Oh, who did you watch growing up?" And stand-up was never really a thing on my radar. I
Yeah.
grew up on The Simpsons, SNL, and Late Night Conan. like NBC after Tonight Show, like weird Conan in that 12:30 time slot. And what's always amazing is Conan was a part of all three of those. Mm-hmm. So I always feel like I owe so much to Conan indirectly. Just I was a little kid, I had no idea, but unbeknownst to me, he just touched all three of those institutions when I was in a very pliable age, you know, for your comedy brain. So I just feel like I learned so much from Conan indirectly.
Did you tell him that when you saw him?
You know, the first time I did Conan, I wrote this letter, and basically maybe saying exactly what I said right now, but in a better way. I had nice stationery and everything. I busted out my cursive.
Oh shit,
dude! When I write cursive, watch out.
It's impressive.
It's from the heart.
Oh wow!
You see those loops, and you go, "Fuck, this guy means this."
Yeah.
Because my print is not good.
Okay. My
print is like manifesto.
Yeah.
It looks bad.
Okay, but cursives are strong.
My cursive is on point.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And people say, "Oh, why do we learn cursive in school?"
Yeah, why do
for
we?
heartfelt messages to Conan? That's why.
Okay.
So I was lucky that I had that in the bag and I was able to bust it out. Yeah. So I write this letter, just how much he meant to me, and you know how I feel like I owe a lot comedically to him and all that. And I was like, you can just give this to Conan. Like I wasn't able to. I give it to someone to give to him.
Yeah. And
I don't know if he ever got it.
So, that's fucked up.
Yeah. But whatever. I didn't write it to get something back.
Yeah.
That's for him. That's for whatever. That's just like that's for me.
Yeah.
Just to blast it off. There it is, you know?
Yeah.
I don't do it to get like this thing back. If that happens, great, but so it's just, and then I saw him the second time because I did it.
Did you mention it?
I didn't mention it.
Like,
no.
hey,
but he was very nice.
Not the letter, but like his influence.
Yeah, and I said it, but I hope he didn't take it as a superficial way because I'm sure he gets it a lot where like, oh man, I'm a big fan, or I did do that, but I was very genuine because like afterwards he was very genuine. He's like, oh my God, that was great. Well, thank you for coming by. Anytime you want to come by and do something funny, like you know, anytime like it's open door. Yeah. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I go like I'm a huge fan. Like honestly. Like, so I really laid it on. It wasn't just like I'm a fan. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was though. So yeah, it's just cool to be in that family now. You know.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
I'm doing an All-Star Weekend in Chicago. They're doing
is that where it's at? This it's
so I'm gonna get to go to that.
Okay.
Because Team Coco is doing a pop-up show.
Oh snap!
In Chicago.
Okay. So
that's really cool. And I've never been there. I think my brother's gonna come out.
Chicago, man. It's my favorite city in America.
I love Chicago too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a New York where you can breathe.
Yeah. I don't know about the comedy scene.
It's great.
Okay. Because I know they're improv Second City.
Yeah. But a lot of great stand-ups have come out of there. Like Hannibal came out of there.
Yeah.
Kumail. Pete Holmes.
I mean, some of the old school folks like Steve Carell, Colbert.
They all came out of Second City.
Tina Fey.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out of Chicago. I mean, even if you like take it all the way back to like Bill Murray and Chevy Chase and all those guys from like the 70s and 60s. I don't know what.
Yeah, whenever they talk about comedy cities, it's always Chicago's a big part of it.
Yeah, and
then New York.
Yeah,
and then I mean San Francisco is kind of a big one.
Yeah.
I feel like less so nowadays. I mean, maybe I'm just too removed from it. I don't want to offend any
up and comers.
In San Francisco.
Yeah.
But I always think it's a great scene. I think San Francisco and Boston were always great stand-up scenes because they were large enough markets and close enough to the big scene.
Yeah.
Like Boston was close enough to New York. So if you were making some waves in Boston, it was enough to kind of hit the antenna of New York.
That's true.
And the same is true of San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's close enough to LA. Or if you're making some moves there, it'll catch LA.
Yeah.
And it's just close enough to make that jump.
Yeah.
But it's not so... it's far removed enough where you can take risks and stuff. I think Chicago's like that too. That's why they have such a rich comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a great city. I always have to... I'm checking the cameras. Our lighting
Everything,
looks good.
Yeah.
Everything's good or we're recording. Yeah.
Well, we haven't been recording the whole time. We were just two crazy people.
Man, that's always one of my fears. It's happened
plenty of times.
Yeah,
dude. Did I tell you one time this girl was like, "Come do my podcast," or it was like an interview. She wanted to do an interview for a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I go, and then we're at this Coffee Bean. She just has like a voice recorder
and a Coffee Bean.
Whatever, but it's like an interview. It wasn't a podcast.
Oh, okay. An interview. Okay.
Yeah, so we're at this Coffee Bean.
I feel like you have, because I felt like I said the same thing last time.
What?
It's just like a deja vu moment. I just
probably
had, where you said Coffee Bean, and I out loud said, "At a Coffee Bean."
Yeah. You're always amazed that I go to Coffee Bean.
Well, yeah,
Coffee Bean.
yeah.
And then she had the recorder. We're talking for like an hour, and then at the end she's like, "Oh, wasn't it recording?" And I go, "Oh, okay." So it was just so weird. And then we never followed up or did anything with it.
Man,
So it's like maybe she just tricked me into hanging out for an hour.
that was a sly date.
Yeah, I always thought that would be a good idea for a podcast, just to like trick girls into dating you.
Yeah.
Where you pretend you have this podcast. And then
And then be like, "Hey, do you want to come on my podcast?"
Yeah.
And then you just really get to know her. And then you're like, "Oh
Right.
shit, we weren't even recording."
And then the reveal is that it's called "This Has Been a Date."
Oh.
So at the end you go, "Thank you for being or this has been a date."
You'd be like, "Oh, I ordered some food, you know? Let's just throw on a movie while we have this conversation."
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
got
then
some
when-
candles.
Yeah. Just please tell me about like growing up.
Yeah.
I just have like chocolate fondue.
Yeah.
You go, "Why are all your guests models?" I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of chocolate, I've gotten hip to this new. To me, it's new. It's been around
There's
for a
new
while.
chocolate. Is it cacao?
No. Oh God, I would never have cacao.
That's kind of chalky, huh?
It's just dark chocolate and it's healthy.
How you just found out about dark chocolate?
No, not cacao.
No, yeah, I know, but like
But-
dark chocolate is outside of cacao. I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
I think it is cacao.
And when you say cacao, I feel like you gotta like you have to like jerk your head back.
Cacao.
Cacao.
Cacao. It's kind of like kombucha. Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Kombucha is one nod. Kombucha.
Yeah, well, because it's like a double cacao.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta go cacao.
Yeah. Kombucha.
Kombucha is just one.
Kombucha. Yeah. Kombucha.
So,
Yeah.
how did you just find out about? dark
No.
chocolate?
And I'm not. No, I was saying I don't like cacao because it's like dark chocolate.
Ah,
But I'm
you put
saying,
them in the same family.
yeah, because during my keto days, they were like, well, if you want
I
to.
like how you're so far removed. Back in my keto days.
Back in my keto days.
You know, when I was shredded.
Yeah.
When we were doing the podcast. Isn't it too bad that you were shredded when we didn't have a
Bro,
video element?
I was
and now you're fat as
literally
shit.
thinking that.
That's why you're wearing a garbage bag.
That's literally why. Because I was like, shit, man. Like, because I've been eating trash ever since I went to Europe and I got back. I haven't like had any like healthy foods, or my diet's been trash. And I was like, oh man, I might have to. But anyways, that aside, no, there's it's not new, but for me, I just recently discovered it's called Bueno. It's like little chocolate bars, like little wafers. Bueno.
Is it a brand or is it a type of chocolate?
Yeah, it's a brand, and then it's what's it? Kinder. It's a Kinder.
Okay, like a Kinder egg or something.
Yeah, but it's like
That's a European thing.
Yeah, it's Polish, I think. Kinder's the brand, and then the bar itself is called Bueno. It's
And you're
good.
into it?
I love it.
So-
I'm like addicted. Like every day, I get like 2 of them.
So you can get them here.
Yeah, like
Where do you
7-Eleven,
get 'em?
CVS,
Oh.
Walgreens, any.
So
Yeah,
they're called Bueno.
Bueno.
And then what is it again? It's chocolate.
It's like these chocolate hazelnut inside wafers, crispy,
Is
perfect.
this like a Kit Kat?
Kind of like a Kit Kat, but like more flavorful. More. There's like a little. It's you. I'll bring it next time. Next week I'll bring one.
We do a Bueno taste test.
We'll do Bueno, and then I'll bring you some Howlin' Ray's fried chicken,
dude.
and then at the end I'll be like, "This was a date."
And you're like, which one was the chicken? Like, that's how fucked up my
Yeah.
taste buds are. I'm like, this? You're like, no, that was chocolate. Oh.
And at the end, I'll be like, "And this was a date. Thank you very much."
And then you go, man, we weren't recording the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, so it's funny. Last week in our messages, we had that guy
Oh, yeah.
send.
Is it Armin? Or what's his name? Is it Vamonos Gaming? Or which one?
Somebody sent something.
He sent me a DM where
Oh
he
yeah,
ran into you.
No, I think I hired him. I don't know if I paid him or not, but I hired him to be an extra in a little shoot I had yesterday. That was interesting. But no, whoever sent the message about the prosthetic legs.
Oh.
So I was hanging out with like a friend of mine. The my friend that we came to your comedy show at.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, so the question to us was, would it be ethical or would we do it to be taller? But then for a girl, I was like, would you date a guy if he was 5'8", but then he got his legs cut off
And went higher?
and he went higher.
Does she know? Well, she would have to know, right? But how would she find out?
That's the thing. How would you find out?
Do you think like after the 5th date, like while they're laying in bed,
Yeah.
and he's smoking the cigarette and he's like, I gotta come clean. You know, I'm 6'2". Before the accident, I was 5'5". I hope this doesn't change things.
And that's when she gets up and is like, I gotta go.
Yeah, then she's like, oh, I gotta answer this. And then she leaves.
Yeah.
He goes, fuck. This happens every time.
Yeah. But he has
Gotta not tell them.
Yeah, because he has to text. She texts her friends like, "Oh my God, he's 5'5". I got to get out of here." And he hacked her phone and has her iCloud, and he's reading the text.
And then he has a hat on and a jacket.
Yeah.
He's like, there you are.
Yeah.
Should I have told you that?
See,
I'm
Joe was
actually
able
5'5"?
to sneak out real quick after he got those texts, but like this guy's gonna be like,
Well, these are hydraulics.
yeah, we're talking.
Is that how far they've come?
Yeah, I feel like they're like fucking Iron Man,
like Go-Go Gadget legs.
or Iron Man legs.
Yeah.
And it's like as he walks out. Yeah, he's like, oh, I think he just left.
If they were that advanced, everyone would be getting into leg accidents. They would see like 2 giant gears and they would just go just to get the
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had this thought. I tweeted it, but maybe it's too inside baseball. It only got 2 favorites.
Interesting. You got a little bit darker.
Whoa, what the fuck?
It's our background. Maybe it's the background that, but we're good. We're still
Shit.
At least we're lit properly.
Are we?
Yeah. It's a gloomy day in LA today.
It is. It's very gloomy.
Yeah. And my cousins got mad at me for this shit. Like I have you saw my cousins are
Gloomy?
visiting from Virginia.
Yeah. And they go. They're like, you can't control the weather.
They went
Like
out.
a storm. You go, hold on, guys.
Yeah.
And then it's sunny.
Because I was like, I woke up early. I was doing some work I was editing, and they're like, we're gonna go get
I thought you were
coffee.
gonna say you had a meeting. I got you, motherfucker. No meetings?
I haven't had a meeting since last week. Yeah, no meetings. Meetingless week.
Damn.
It's a
you're
meetingless
slipping.
week. Yeah.
So you get the coffee.
So
go to work.
I'm doing work. They come back home like, man, what the fuck? It's cold outside. What the? And I'm like, are you directing this anger at me?
Yeah.
Like this
Slam
is
you
my
against the wall.
fault.
They go, fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it, bitch.
And right after this, we're going to San Diego, and they're like, is it going to be cold in San Diego? I'm like,
yeah, I don't know, dude.
what?
Just type it in your phone.
Yeah. Why do I like?
I don't talk to the weather.
Yeah, I'm not friends with the meteorologist to be like, oh, got a line from, Dave.
They go, hey, my cousins are out of town, so if you can, anything you could do.
Yeah, please
Like,
give
you
me some
got
good
it.
news. Yeah. So I was like, no, it's going to be gloomy and like, for me, it's cold because I've been spoiled by LA.
Yeah, it is.
Like yesterday was like a warm day. It was like in the 80s yesterday.
Here's how I know. If my tire pressure's kind of low, it's cold.
Okay.
That's just physics, guys.
Yeah. And then yesterday? No.
Well, today, it's a little low.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
you
gonna
went
have to
out.
fill it up. I went out. I drove. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's early, man. Where you
Coffee
going?
bean, dude.
Oh, that's right. You got your coffee
Yeah.
bean. I see you're just plugging Coffee Bean today, and
Coffee bean, dude.
I haven't gotten the Coffee Bean sponsorship email yet.
Really?
But you're just out here plugging it.
Yeah. This is like if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do it pro bono for a
Oh,
bit.
okay. Yeah. Well,
Hopefully they'll
if
take over.
I don't drink coffee, but if I was to ever drink coffee,
What?
it would be
You don't?
Coffee Bean.
Why don't you? You've never?
Never.
Really?
I thought we've just. Yeah. No, I've never.
forget.
I've never in my life.
You
had
still, it tastes gross or what?
I've never found the appeal, and I've taken like a sip here and there to be like,
What is
I
it
don't
all
want to.
about?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want a full cup of this,
Hmm.
and then yeah, I've just never. And then then when I got older, like over the last like 6-7 years, I've noticed people are like fiends.
Yeah.
If they don't get their coffee.
And you don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, I don't want to be someone that's so reliant on caffeine where I'm just like,
Yeah.
shoot me up, because I had friends that would like come crash at my place and they can't operate until they have their coffee.
I always find it funny that there's so much coffee memorabilia just with like bad comedy on it. Like, don't talk to me till I've had my first cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Like that's on mugs,
Yeah.
or like
That's like, yeah.
little
Coffee is some people's personalities.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, especially when you have an office job, you thrive on coffee comedy.
Yeah.
Like that's your def comedy jam. You can't get enough of like, you know what I have after my first cup of coffee? My second cup of coffee. I used to try to do this bit how like only only with coffee are people like cutesy with that. Like they don't do that with other drugs. Like my opioid crisis is when I've run out of pills. You know,
it gets dark.
Yeah, it gets really dark.
Yeah.
Or like my best friends are pawn shop dealers. Like only coffee can you be cutesy.
Yeah.
But not with like
people are legit fiends, man. And for someone that drinks a lot of coffee, such as yourself, I'm surprised
I feel like I have like one a day. I try to do one a day, like 1 cup a day.
Now, if we do the math, how much money is that per month, per year?
All right, look, dude. I didn't come here to get lectured. Okay?
Your mom's watching. She's a critic of our show.
I'm on a rewards program with Coffee Bean. It's really...
Can we check his bank statement? Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is, as a coffee...
But here's the thing. I normally don't go to Coffee Bean or these like coffee shops that often. I have a French press.
I was just about to say.
I do it at home.
Okay. So you have your own...
It's very low.
Okay, so you have your... That's
My
what I
own
was going to...
system, yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who buy a lot of coffee every day, twice a day sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, at that point, just... Can't you do it? Is it the
Do it at
same?
home.
Is it the same, like homemade coffee versus...
Well, I'm just getting drip, so yes. But if you're getting like weird frappuccinos and like lattes and foam-based stuff, that's
Yeah.
harder to do on your own.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing like drip coffee,
Okay.
it's so easy.
All right.
And it depends how fancy you want to get with the drip. You could just get like a giant tub of Folgers.
Mhm.
That's like detective coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like hardened detective.
Yeah.
They just get a giant thing and it lasts for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they just have, the
Yeah.
jug and they fill it. Like me doing French press is even a little shishi.
Oh,
Because
wow.
most people will do the giant. But I don't want that much. I just want 1 cup.
Yeah.
And I feel like French press is a little better than the diner jug.
Yeah. I've my mom got upset at my dad like recently because he went and bought her her coffee, but it wasn't the right one. She got like upset, and I was like, yeah, maybe we need an intervention.
Yeah.
if you're
getting that mad.
Yeah.
Like, this is a drug reaction.
This is what I wanted. Now I'm out there like sweeping the coffee beans.
I got a Keurig for a little bit because that was hot.
Yeah, that like the early 2012,
have
13, the early 2000s, teens.
Part of me, I was thinking, like, you got to clean this thing eventually. And then I'm like, how do you clean this thing?
Yeah.
And then I would do YouTube tutorials. And this seems like a lot of steps.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know they have to clean it, and they just don't even think about it. They just purge it. They're like, oh, you don't got to clean it.
Yeah.
I think you got to clean it.
Yeah, it gets grimy.
So it just seemed like too much trouble. So that's why I was like, I'll do the French press. 'Cause it's easy to clean.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I just have this Keurig sitting around. Even those Nespresso machines, just cleaning it seems like a bitch.
Yeah, it's a lot of maintenance. It's a maintenance thing, I don't have the patience for that, even though
I went to an Nespresso when I was buying the laptop. They had an Nespresso store. That's like a big thing now, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like that came out of nowhere. Has that always been around?
The Nespresso?
Yeah.
Were you in Beverly Hills or?
The Topanga.
Oh, okay, because that's the only one
Malls
I
are-
know of one. I think George Clooney might have put it on the map recently. I don't know.
I heard he donates all the money from the Nespresso commercials to like
a satellite that he monitors.
Yeah, like war crimes.
Yeah,
and
in
shit.
Sudan, which is weird. It's troubling to me that a civilian could do that. That he has that kind of capability.
That Clooney has a satellite.
Yeah, that he surveillance is. Like, sure, he's doing it for good. Mm-hmm. For good.
Whoa.
For all we know.
What are you
All we
alleging?
know. Who else
You
is
think
he
he's doing a Joe from You situation?
I just don't know who he's monitoring and now can anyone just millionaire?
Do you want to go half season on a satellite?
Yeah, man. I'd monitor a lot of people.
Should we do a GoFundMe? Guys, if you want in on the satellite, write into Fahim Anwar Dance Hour
And let's
at Gmail.
let's raise $5 million for a satellite.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how much a satellite goes for?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Just start sending money, and then we'll price it out. We'll figure what it is.
We'll figure it out.
And then we'll send you the access code.
Yeah.
And then you can just watch war crimes. Just don't use it in a bad way.
That's true. Yeah. We won't. We promise.
We'll use it only for good.
Only for good. So how are we looking
Mailbag?
in our mailbag?
This is the part of the show where I blow my nose, guys.
In this segment, we are sponsored by Kleenex.
No, that's actually paper towel.
Bounty.
Not even. This is like knockoff Bounty. Mailbag. All right, we don't have a ton. I think we have like 3.
Okay.
Some hard-hitting stuff here, guys. Hold on.
Can we plug another podcast?
Dude, what the fuck? First the movie reviews,
And now we got to plug.
this.
We got to plug. I have a friend who's starting a podcast.
Cut the cameras.
Oh shit.
This again?
The rage. No, I have a friend, Nilafar. You met
yeah.
Nilafar Hidayat from England. She's starting a podcast called Course Correction, where she tackles global pressing problems. So not competing with our podcast of
We're not doing that?
we're like intellectual enlightenment, you know? Yeah, that's
what are we? What is our genre?
I think we're just
Schizophrenia?
we fall in the genre of two straight men talking. I think we even brought that up last time, but because every time I have to explain to like friends and family like your
What it
podcast, and sometimes I'll get like a snarky like another podcast of just guys talking about nothing, and I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, it's,
You know YouTube will let anybody upload anything.
I'm like, is there a problem?
Do we need a better hook for your family?
Yeah. Anyway, so if you guys think that there's a lot of ills in the world, Nilafar Hidayat is out there.
If you want to be sad, it's a great podcast to consume.
She's giving you the optimism, the hope in life and world, and it's called Course Correction, and it's on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all that jazz. Course Correction with Nilafar.
Whoa, look at that.
That I can't zoom in. You have to zoom in on your own.
Yeah.
Not
Pinch
you,
and
Fahim,
zoom.
but yeah, the viewer does. So Course Correction. That's my friendship plug.
Nice.
And now she can't say I haven't ever done anything nice for her.
Can she plug my stand-up dates on her podcast?
She better. Yeah.
Just tit for tat.
And that is how we
she's
fight
like-
global warming.
And Fahim will be at the DC Improv doing jokes on January 23rd to 26th.
To give humanity more hope.
He has a new sketch. Check out his IG.
Yeah, right after she talks about like, and then the
Like war
refugees,
crimes, yeah.
the refugees were reunited.
And Fahim will be at the Choco Hut in Tampa Bay.
Bro, you know who had the funniest like comedy promo? Amir K.
Oh, I love his.
He did
He like
one.
splices himself into movies.
Yes,
and stuff.
he
They're
did
great.
one for this place called Yuck Yucks or something.
Oh, okay.
And
The bus driver.
the
thing?
bus driver. Yo, my cousin Mateen sent it to me. We were like in tears because like it starts off like I've never seen his other promos.
It looks like he's there.
It's like a news promo.
Yeah.
It's like a news piece, and then all of a sudden
this bus driver gets attacked.
Yeah.
And then he plays the role of the bus driver. He's
Oh
great.
my god, man, it was so. It was.
Yeah, we're just gonna promo
hilarious.
everybody else on this podcast. So Amir K, check out his Instagram. Great promos for his shows on there, and he's just a funny stand-up and a friend. All right, mailbag.
So in the mailbag this week.
This is from Dennis N.
Oh, Dennis, good to hear from him again.
Yeah. All right.
Watch it be like I've never emailed you guys.
Finally get to see you guys in the same room. Hey, Fahim and Ali, the video pod is fire. Questions. How feasible is it for you to start up a mailing list for when you do tours? And do you need any volunteer help with the new operation? You could outsource to fans more for more fan engagement. This is he's thinking outside the box. He's thinking like a businessman.
Yeah.
We haven't even thought about this shit.
Yeah, we just brought in a second light.
We just brought in a second light.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
We don't know about that.
We haven't even gone 4K yet.
We haven't even gone 4K.
Yeah, but
1080p.
Yeah, but it'd
We'll
be
think
something
about it.
to
Yeah.
think about down the line. Yeah.
Show segment ideas, animated segment for your video, and then Fahim plays jabroni characters, and Ollie plays the straight man. Have Lance on as a guest. Go through an ever expanding slashes of I don't know what that is. Slashes of light were good, but could we get more slashes of light? Keep it up, guys.
Okay.
Today we didn't record at the right time of day
Yeah.
to get that perfect slash of light.
Yeah.
We'll try to be better
And
next time.
it's a cloudy day.
And it is
so-
kind of gloomy. We
yeah.
do have
lights diffused.
through the clouds.
Yeah. Which is good lighting.
It's good lighting.
Yeah.
So even though it sucks for your cousins who want sunshine,
Yeah.
it's great for podcasting.
It's great for filming and podcast. Yeah.
Dennis N hitting us up again. Clogging up that mailbag.
We love
That's
it.
the heading. Just thought of this one in response to add to the limbless question from Zappo. If you were limbless but had the option to extend your torso to be taller, but they had to add more ribs and more vertebrae, parentheses, say until your torso is about 6'7", would you?
No.
What about your arms, if you could extend them too? You might not have legs, but maybe you could still get cereal from the top shelf. Let me know what you guys think.
No, it'd be a fucking gorilla at that point. Chimpanzees with my knuckles dragging on the floor. Nah, man.
With the long arms or what?
Yeah, that's not. And then no one's gonna look at you and be like, "Yo, look at him. He's got some long ass elbows." You know.
What about the long torso? Would you do that?
Nah, because I used to make fun of like guys who had long torsos in high school.
Yes, but
So I can't have that reverse on me and
they-
me be the butt of the jokes.
But they have legs. But if all you had was torso, I feel like they'd be more forgiving.
But you got to add more bones in your body, and I feel like we got enough bones. Why add more?
For height?
I mean, would you? Would you do the arms? Would you get longer arms?
Okay, I know what he's saying. From a functional standpoint,
Sure.
you feel like you would take it.
Yeah.
And that may be true. But from a society angle and being outside and such,
Yeah.
I feel like having no arms and legs looks less weird than
As a
having
comedian,
super long.
as a comedian, you, like, how would you? Your elbow would be like down here, and your mic. You think people
Would
would
it always be long, or would I be able to, like Dawson style? Would I be able to?
It's always long, man. Once it's stretched out, like, you think people are gonna really be listening to what you say on the mic when they're staring at your elbows and you're
Whereas
like,
if I had no arms and legs, they wouldn't be.
no arms, no.
Yeah, what's the alternative?
I don't. It's being norm. Okay,
Whoa.
now. Okay. I do take that back. That was a
What
very
if all the mailbag is just trying to
ableist.
get us canceled?
Yeah, it's like trying to trick us into saying anti-ableist or ableist comments. Okay, no, I did not mean that. I'm just burying myself in a hole. I'm gonna move on from this.
I think, yeah, I wouldn't want a longer torso. I feel like it would look too strange.
Yeah,
Even if you would be a little taller.
yeah.
And I think there's other remedies for it. There's artificial limbs and everything that can kind of get you back to
Yeah.
the proportions of before the accident.
That's
right?
true. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have Tony Stark type Iron Man.
You'll see videos where they have the arms and like their mind is moving their hands. It's pretty exciting.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. So I don't know. We don't have an answer for you. Oh, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I would not. Yeah.
All right, this is a very Afghan question. This is from Khalid Mantu.
Oh.
Mantu or ashak. Those are dishes.
They're
Mantu or ashak.
They're dumplings.
And I'm more of a ashak guy, but that Gmail is taken. So he wanted to be Khalid Ashak. But that wasn't available, so he's Mantu.
So for our non-Afghan listeners, mantu and ashak are two small little dumplings. Mantu has beef and like onions inside, and then ashak has like leeks or like vegetables inside or whatnot, or like greens. I don't know if it's like green onions or like leeks or whatever, but those are the two difference. I like mantu because
You're a beef guy.
I'm a beef guy.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
Yeah. So
There you go. That was easy.
I mean, I won't deny if they have mantu.
You'll have it.
Yeah, I'll have it. If there's like only ashak, I'm like, all right, bring it over.
You're not opposed to it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
But preference.
But Mantu's more keto friendly.
No, because the dumpling itself is carb.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, man. We've hit the end of the mailbag.
Oh wow. Well, that was a deep bag.
Deep bag.
And
guys, write in if you have any. fahimanwardancehour@gmail.com.
Yeah. Any jabronis of the week?
Man, I can't think of any right now.
Any?
I have a jabroni situation. I don't know if
let's hear it.
it wasn't premeditated. So my cousin was going to come into town. My cousin hit me up and was like, oh, our other cousin's going to be in town Saturday
Yeah.
for his birthday.
Okay.
So I cleared Saturday.
All of
I didn't
Saturday.
put in any dates, so no comedy.
Yeah.
Whereas normally I put in like the whole week
Yeah.
for my availability to do stand-up. And then I hit him up. I'm like, yo, am I going to see you this? And he's like, I think something came up. He has a kid and everything, family stuff came. So he's like, I'm not going to be there. Something came up. I'm like, oh, that sucks, but happy birthday. And I just had Saturday free. And then Laugh Factory hits me up. They go, can you perform 11:20? And I go, yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah.
So I agree to it. And then it's coming closer to the show. And then I'm like, what time does the show start? 9:30, I see. So that's a long-ass show.
Wow.
If I'm going up at 11:20 and the show starts at 9:30.
Yeah. That's like a solid, like near 2
Does it start at
hours.
9:30? I forget, but it starts really early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty late, that time slot.
Yeah.
and I just haven't done the factory around that time before. So then I go there, and then I go up, and it's just they've seen so much comedy, you know. And then also the check drop, they're getting checks.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this. There's nuances with stand-up comedy, like the check drop spot. Always sucks because that's when people are paying their bills. So you require undivided attention for comedy and like processing information and shit. And when people are like, what you got? How many? Yeah. And then what's 18% or 15? You're doing comedy for people doing mental math.
Yeah.
Which is not the best thing in the world, you know? Yeah. So it was twofold. It was they're tired.
Yeah.
And then they're paying their bill. And I'm like, this isn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I'm getting nothing from this.
Yeah.
So it was fine, but it was one of those things where like while I'm doing my set, I'm like, oh, I didn't have to do this. Like,
yeah, you're just
like this is.
I shouldn't have left the house.
But like there's nothing beneficial from this.
Yeah.
Let's just go through the motions until it's over.
Yeah.
And it was like a whatever. You know,
man.
It was like a medium to medium okay set.
Okay.
But it just wasn't set up for me to. There was nothing for me to learn from that set, really.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was just being a pro and dealing with the situation you're in. So I'm like, I don't need to do this late of a time slot at the factory.
Yeah.
So that's just a jabroni situation, guys.
The situation did seem pretty rough. Yeah. I had a friend of ours, I'll name drop him. Sumer Khan.
Fuck, he shows up a lot on this pod.
He shows up a lot on this pod. And
Friday, never in a good one.
Friday night, we were supposed to go to the movies at Les Miserables.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to watch it for a second time because he hasn't seen it. And I was like, all right, we'll go.
When you watch it for a second time, do you watch the person watching the movie?
Yeah.
That's your new movie while they're watching it?
I have like my drinks and everything set and I'm just watching them.
Yeah.
You know?
You're just cross-legged watching them.
Yeah. I'm sitting.
You get to relive it through their face.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I will, or we pick a time, 10:30 p.m., ArcLight Hollywood. So I was like, does that work for you? Because he has a baby and a wife and kid, whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, it's, for a newborn, you put the baby to sleep 10:30. You can slip out, watch a movie, get back before it wakes up. So he's like, yeah, 10:30 works. And then I'm like, okay, I will see you at the theater at 10:30. I get to the theater. I buy my ticket. I'm like, hey, he runs late everywhere. So I'm like, hey, movie's about to start. ArcLight. I think we talked about this the other day when we after I watched Uncut Gems. ArcLight has 7-minute trailers. AMC, all other theaters have like 15 to 17-minute trailers. So I'm like, hey, trailers are starting. You got 7 minutes till the movie starts. Hey, heads up, movie's starting right now. Like 30 minutes in the movie. Oh, I just woke up.
So you're watching it for a second time by yourself?
Yeah.
And the whole point was to watch it with him?
Yeah.
So you could trade notes afterwards?
Yeah. Because he was like, I really want to watch this movie. He's like, I'm sorry that I fell asleep putting the kid to sleep.
You know what's great? Once you have a kid, you just have an excuse that the world accepts.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate. The kid,
Yeah.
And you go, yes, of course.
Whereas
if you're single, nothing, they'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah. I always thought, because growing up, our uncles and aunts, whatever, they would use the wife excuse. I can't make it to the family gathering. My wife's not.
You could do that sick.
Yeah.
My wife isn't feeling well.
Wife's not feeling well. And now that I've gotten older, where all my cousins are like of age, and I know when their significant other is sick, because
you do some IG sleuthing.
No, because sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, my wife's sick, but when she knocks out, I can come around and we can grab some, we can hang out, whatever, go to the movies or grab some dinner. Once she knocks out, or goes to sleep or whatever, or like, oh yeah, she's like bedridden and or like she's gonna stay on the couch. That's real sickness where it's like, oh yeah, I can only do so much. She's gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna go out and But then when it's like, oh yeah, she's sick, I can't make this event. I'm like, I know you're just using it as an excuse because your wife was sick 3 other times before in the past, and
maybe she has a bad immune system.
Regardless, she was sick 3 times, but they would still come out and hang out.
Yeah.
But there's one time now you can't. And
yeah.
So
yeah, I think the hierarchy of excuses when you have a baby.
Yeah.
The baby.
Baby. Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, my significant other is sick.
Yeah.
And then when you're single, you just say have bad diarrhea. You guys have so much diarrhea, and they go, "Oh, I understand." Because you wouldn't willingly offer that information if it weren't true.
Well, see,
because you're willing to embarrass yourself for the excuse. You just go, I just have terrible diarrhea. I need to be close to a toilet. And, and they go, yeah, of course you can't make it.
My friends don't buy that from me because I have I always have
What if
diarrhea.
They go, yeah, right. And you lower your pants and they can see a diaper.
Yeah. Pull out the tag.
Yeah.
Or I'll just, no, I always have diarrhea. So they're always like, yeah, what's new? And I'm like,
that's just part of your life.
Yeah. And then, so for me, what would be a good excuse for single folks that have diarrhea, such as myself? Not to go too deep into my bowel movement, but it's not unhealthy diarrhea where it's you need to see.
What is healthy diarrhea?
Healthy diarrhea is okay. Bad diarrhea, and I apologize to listeners who have
this
weak
is the
stomachs.
content they crave. This is what they come here for.
So bad diarrhea, it's when it's pure water coming out of your ass.
Yeah.
It's you're literally pissing out of your.
Right.
That's when it's you need to take some antibiotics or something.
Pedialyte or something.
Yeah, you're something's
off.
Yeah, and then there's creamy.
Oh, I thought the audience could handle it, and I'm realizing I can't even handle it. What if this is another segment you want to add to the podcast? So go, hey, can I recommend a movie? Can I plug my friend's podcast? And then can we have a diarrhea corner?
Or bowel, where we talk about bowel movement?
Yeah, it's called Bowel Update.
It's cool.
Hey guys,
a stool update.
It's been stool update.
Yeah,
it's been kind of soupy. right into the podcast. Can I have a side email called allthesebowels@gmail.com?
Or stool hour dance hour.
Yeah, you do a spin-off.
Yeah.
You go, look, I think there's a lot of people.
I'm breaking off from this podcast.
I think there's enough people who want to know about the ills of my stools.
It'll be very informative. We'll talk about colors and texture, and it'll be literally one.
We'll get some poop health people on.
Yeah. And then everyone's horror story, and I was in the Amazon desert forest, and I had to clinch, and I couldn't get out, and I had to dig a hole, and everyone's travel horror stories of
yeah, everyone has theirs, but some keep it close to the chest.
Yeah, I was in Lahore, and my stomach. Okay, I'm done.
It's enough.
Because once I get started,
stool chat.
Yeah,
that's your topic.
But no, for single folks, what would be a good excuse
to not make a party?
No, yeah. Mental health.
Oh yeah, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having one of those depressive episodes. I need to.
No, you don't need to get that specific. You just gotta say
I need to decompress.
Decompress is good.
Yeah, decompress. What else? Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Mental health.
And even if you do have mental health, use it to your benefit.
Well, people will take mental health days and stuff now. I think it's just so in vogue now, which I guess is good. Yeah. But you can call into work and be like, I got to take a mental health day.
Yeah.
And I guess there's been so many mass shootings that the bosses are like, whatever you need. Yeah. Whereas before they'd be like, fucking get in here, Gary.
Yeah, white knuckle.
Yeah, mental health, me too. I don't want to fucking be here. Get in. Yeah. Bring donuts, you fucking idiot. Don't be late and don't bring donuts.
Yeah.
But now there's so many shootings to go, yeah, of course, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need. For sure. Take 2 weeks off.
Take your time, man.
Yeah.
Use that excuse. You guys are welcome. Mm-hmm. Now you guys are able to get out of social engagements.
So
because no one's going to challenge.
Once diarrhea stops working, mental health.
Because no one's going to challenge that. No one's going to be like,
oh yeah, prove how crazy you are.
Let me get your notes from your therapist from your last session. No one's going to.
Yeah, they go, mental health, write me a poem. And then he goes PDFs it and he reads it. He's like, all right, yeah, you should take some time off.
Yeah, he's like, that was a beautiful haiku.
No, not even beautiful. It's just for scribblings of a madman.
Oh.
And that's why he allows him to take the mental health day.
So he
wants proof. He goes I want to take a mental health day. And he goes, yeah, right. Write me a poem.
So the poem.
Then the boss analyzes the poem.
Okay.
To see how crazy this person is.
Now, is he analyzing the syllables in the poem?
Just the letters, the spacing and stuff?
Or is he looking at the content?
Content.
Okay. I want to kill my boss.
Yeah, kind of. Or just society doesn't get blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it looks more manifesto-y. And then it's weird writings.
Okay.
And that's when the boss is like, take all the time you need.
Yeah, the weird writings. Yeah. I want to kill my boss, strangle him with dental floss. Yeah, go ahead and take the
that
week.
time.
Yeah, take the week off.
All the time you need.
So what are we gonna dance out to
Guys,
today?
I'm about to go into a trance right now.
Yeah.
This song is called Never Enough, and it's by Mateo, Life on Planets, and Isaiah Leonard. It's a lot of people involved in this.
It should
took
be
a lot
good
of
one.
cooks to make this great
Yeah,
meal.
there should be a great one.
I'm into it. And guys, it's all on the Spotify playlist, Fahim Anwar Dance Hour Spotify playlist.
Well, thank you guys for listening in this week, and for those watching, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Slezdog.
Click here, and here.
Yeah.
Should I do annotations? just
It's
to follow
funny
my
because
finger?
like the boxes move
Yeah,
every
you
couple
can-
years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because before it'd be like hit the subscribe.
Hey guys, just be sure to click here.
Yeah.
Should we do a makeup tutorial at the end just to get like more people?
You know, since I don't do makeup, I've recently got
Just have
into
the product, and then you go.
skincare.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like cleansers, serums, all that shit.
tell your face. Just one slam for the road.
So this is the Fahim Anwar roast hour.
Tell your face.
But thank you guys for watching, listening. For
Yeah,
the
all of
subscribers, leave a review on iTunes.
Yeah, do all that stuff. Get involved. Write an email.
For you guys,
subscribe,
yeah. For you
comment,
guys,
write a review.
YouTube
star
blog.
it.
Yeah, leave a comment on the YouTube page, and I will read the comments, not on air, but like I will
At
read
home.
them at home.
That's not incentive. Hey, if you leave a comment, I'll read it privately. Yeah.
I will silently judge you.
Uh huh. All right, that's it. I guess we'll talk to you guys next time.
All right, man.